Oh.
Just that's what you had today.
I realized during the intro I can never wear that shirt during a podcast ever again because then it'll just look weird.
What shirt?
My VGHC shirt, the gray one, light gray, says VGHC across it, because then people would watch the intro and be like, "Cool shirt," and then all of a sudden it would come to me and I have the same shirt on, and they'd be
Who
like,
cares about that?
"We're a fucking loser. Only owns one shirt."
I'll admit I do that though. Sometimes I'll be like, "Did I?" If it's like a shirt I really like, I'm like, "Did I wear this on the last podcast?" It's been a week, so honestly, I can wear the same shirt all the time. It's a week fucking later, so
Yeah, podcast shirt. Boom.
this is my podcast shirt.
I don't know. I think if you look back at like the last 20 podcasts, I've worn probably the same like 3 shirts in each one.
Some gray shirt.
The majority of them are gray for some reason.
I mean,
well, there is the blue Uncle Clay's.
Yeah,
you know that one.
Yes,
yeah, there's the blue one.
Mm-hmm.
I wear that one a lot.
That's like a gray blue.
Yeah.
Tones of gray. That makes.
I don't think
Daniel's,
I've ever
Daniel's
seen
wardrobe.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this green, the Ghostbusters shirt.
I've definitely worn on 1 or 2 of them. I had to have. I have 2 of these exact shirts.
And John's rocking the deep V today.
That's right.
With the emo hair.
Right.
Yeah.
That's his wrinkled deep V for when he has to go on dates and he's gonna look troubled.
I don't need any help with that.
Troubled and interesting. Look at my deep V. Oh, man.
Oh, what the
Dude,
hell?
It's serious though. In seriousness though, if I had to go on a date now, I would be fucking ruined. I wouldn't know how to even comprehend how to do that.
I don't think kids today know how to do it anyway. According to the one young person I know, Chris, it seems like there's no social interaction anymore. It's literally just like online, like, hey, how are you? Good. How are you? Like, it's so fucking lame.
You slide into the DMs and say, I want to slide into you. I missed.
How could you do that? Well, that's realistic.
Like,
that's realistic, though. Whoops.
How does this work?
I was trying to do it blind and I hit like the taint instead.
I wouldn't. My wife and I she asked me this question all the time. She's like, what would you even do if you had to date anyone right now? I'm like, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't date anybody. Like your best bet is to find somebody else in the same situation you are, either with a dead spouse or a fucking divorcee. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but Kevin, you would have to find somebody.
And then
you'd have to find somebody that doesn't have any kids. Because could you imagine a Brady Bunch situation?
No,
with you and your kids and them and their kids.
God, no.
It would just be hell.
No,
dude, it was way too difficult finding a lady that likes me to begin with, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying again.
That's not just at you. That's not just at you. That's not just at you. I agree with you.
I'm like, fuck this. It's way too hard the first time.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I with my wife, I locked her up early. I was like, no, I don't want to play this game. I can already tell I'm bad at it.
I mean,
so this game's
20 years plus. So with the wife,
there you go.
Yeah, I'm at 14.
I don't know how long I've been with my wife.
Too long.
17?
Feels like an eternity.
17 years.
17.
Oh my God, 19 together.
19. Oh, wow.
19 years together.
I'll tell you this: when I was just out of college, so I was probably 23, I dated an 18-year-old, and it was exhausting. And I wasn't even like that old then, and I was like, this is fucking exhausting. Because you don't remember like all like the bullshit you thought was important when you were 18, and then like you just kind of like go through life and you're like, I'm only 5 years older, but
somehow
this all seems so childish.
Oh yeah.
None of this is important. You're complaining about nothing to me.
You're telling me about this girl that once said something mean to you in high school.
She was
like, do you have any idea how pointless high school was?
And I just saw her at a Chili's, and
She was my waitress.
my mom didn't understand why I was so upset. Like, it's just, oh my God. Fucking real problems, bro. There's real problems in this world.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh man. But
Oh,
but
what we're talking about.
how are your afternoons going? Shit.
Well, mine went better than that. I watched the rest of Daredevil.
Oh,
And,
yep.
You know, I know we'll talk about that tonight. But yeah, went pretty all right. You know, my kid bit somebody again, so you know, there's that.
Nice.
My son had they were fine. The kids were fine all afternoon. And then Sarah's upstairs putting the baby to bed, and it's like 10 minutes till bedtime. And my daughter and my son both like, I want a snack. And I'm like, no, it's 10 minutes till bedtime. You're not getting a snack now. And they're like chocolate milk. Just get us chocolate milk at least. And I was like, it's 10 minutes till bedtime. And then and my son threw his iPad. I mean, it's got the child protective thing on it, but he whipped it across the room and it fucking rolled over to me. And I was like, you know how expensive that thing is? I'm like, don't fucking throw that. I'm like, I'm taking that away from you. And then he was like yelling at me still. He's like, I want chocolate milk. And I was like, I didn't say you couldn't have it. I just said it's near bedtime. Okay. So you're only getting a small glass. So I made him chocolate milk. And I made it in 2 cups that have open tops with straws built into them.
You made it in one big cup.
2 cups, straw built into it. And I brought it to them. And he was like, I can't have an open top cup. I'm going to spill it. He told me. And I was like, you're not going to spill it. I didn't fill it that much. Here's what happens when I walk around with it. I said, why are you going to be walking around with it? Just sit down and drink it. And then he literally, I brought one into my daughter and she was drinking it. I turned the corner. He comes charging into the living room with the cup, open cup, and then stops dead and makes it go shooting out on purpose. And I said, you did that on purpose. And I lost it. I started yelling at him. And then he started to cry and run away and making all this. And then my wife came downstairs and she was fucking furious with me. And I'm like, it's not my fault.
I don't understand that logic. Like, and the fact that you got him chocolate milk after he threw his iPad is wild to me.
I know. I was caving because I was like, it's not worth the fight, right? It's not worth the fight. I'll give him a little chocolate milk. I'll send him to bed. But he fucking literally came in and spilt it on purpose. And you know how I know he spilt it on purpose? Because he later confirmed to me that he spilt it on purpose.
Oh,
he said, I spilled it on purpose to show you I couldn't handle that cup. And I said, you could have handled it.
You were handling it the entire time.
I think the moral of the story is Kevin's lucky to be doing a podcast right now.
I think
after yelling at his kid.
I think she's mad at me for doing it, so she doesn't want me upstairs with her. So she's like, just go.
Okay.
Just go.
All right.
The win-win.
Like, get the fuck out of my face right now. My son met a kind, soft-spoken, gentle, older black man at the grocery store today.
Okay.
And would not speak to him. And his reasoning to it, direct to this man's face, hi, Harry, if you're watching, you're not. Why would you be? He's sitting there and he goes, I've never seen you before. And the guy was just like, you know what? You're right. He's like, that's very good. And he said, my name's Harry. What's yours? And he goes, I'm Alex. And he's like, hi, Alex. And he was like, you want to give me a high five? And he's like, yeah, okay. He was like, now it's like, we're friends now. We exchange names. We're good. But the whole thing, like, not wanting to give a high five and closed off. I've never seen you before.
That's adorable.
I would hope you haven't. This is a stranger that we're talking to.
Yes. And that's what he said. He was like, you know what? Yep, that's a stranger. That's good. But you're with your dad. And he said it's okay, right? And I said, yeah, we're good. He's like, all right, then.
That sounds like a very in-depth interaction for a random bump in.
Everything is in depth with him. We found out at 9:00 on Tuesday night that he knows all the planets.
Hell yeah, Dan. That's what I'm talking about. Start him early.
I drew it out for him like a year ago, and he had no fucking desire to learn it. And then they covered space for 1 week in pre-K. And all of a sudden he's standing there looking out the window going, those are all stars. The sun, the earth goes around the sun. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, the earth is a planet. And I'm like, yeah, it is. Do you know any other planets? Yeah. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. I'm like, Pluto's not a planet.
They flip-flop though. Didn't they bring it back? I thought they brought it back.
Did they? I thought it was just an exoplanet.
Yeah, it's a planetoid. It's not a planet still, I don't think.
Yeah.
But you hear about Pluto?
I'm
That's
like,
messed up, right?
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? You're 4.
I love it.
I'm like, you're not supposed to know this shit.
Sam, like he'll randomly, like, he loves knowledge. He'll pick up random facts about shit and just like run with it. But his most recent thing about planets is when he talks about the sun. Whenever anybody talks about the sun, he goes, "You know that's gonna become a black hole someday, right?" he'll tell you. He says that. I'm like, yeah, dude, you're never gonna see it. All right, unless shit really goes south quickly. like.
Yeah, I mean that's
the only way I see that happening is we decide that the sun is too hot and we blast something into the sun, and then it just. I mean, we'll actually never see it. Because technically what should happen is the sun should grow to a red giant, which would just envelop Mercury, Venus, and Earth, and probably Mars, and then go supernova and blast all of the gases off the gas giants and leave them just with their cores, and then shrink down.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is the people that are alive during that are going to be caught in the
they'll be so fucked.
Growth of a red sun,
dude.
They'll be so fucked.
The gamma irradiation that happens from it, it's gonna fucking just fry everybody on the spot.
Oh, man.
So
we're gonna go just like Krypton, baby.
No, it'll be more violent and instant.
All right. Do you want to start with some trailer talk, or do you want to jump into
trailer talk?
Okay.
Trailer talk?
Do it. Trailer talk.
It's trailer talk.
Now I'm going to put the banners up, which I didn't already do. I guess some trailers we're going to talk about. But I
don't understand.
I didn't prep them. Oh, I showed this to John already. But you're going to like this trailer, Daniel.
Fantastic Four?
No.
Yep.
Yes.
We'll do Fantastic Four last because that's going to be...
real quick while you're pulling that up. So I bought Mickey 17. I watched it.
Yep.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it's great. It is great. Highly recommend.
Okay.
I know, John, you and I didn't talk. We talked briefly about the monkey.
I mean,
are you talking, John? Because I hear nothing.
He muted himself.
Okay. Yeah.
You the stupid fuckhead.
The Monkey's a great movie. But what I mean by that is it's terrible, and I recommend it for everybody.
I want to see the person blow up.
It's just as good as Biodome, which is a decent movie.
Dan, before we jump into the trailers, what would you think Biodome is rated on Rotten Tomatoes for critic and audience?
Oh God. I believe that the critics generally hate Pauly Shore in general. And I know that is that Stephen Baldwin?
Yes.
William.
That he's with?
It's William.
Billy? It's Billy Baldwin?
Oh, it is Stephen Baldwin. It's Stephen Baldwin.
Steven.
Yep. Sorry.
I think
we also had a big conversation about the Baldwin brothers and who's worthwhile and who isn't. So
he is not well reviewed. Is there more than one that's worthwhile?
Alec and Billy.
Alec and Billy Baldwin have the best movies in their wheelhouse, but it's really just Alec.
Yeah. Anyway, I would say critics a 28 and viewers a 65.
Well, you were closer than John, I suppose.
Boom! Boom! It's a good movie, even by Dan's standards.
It's not a good movie, and it is. It's like 47% on audience, and it is.
You said
51. 51. Sorry, you're right.
I was originally going to say 45. I was really going to say 45, and I went to 65 because I thought to myself, it's actually a little bit better than you think.
51 audience, 4 critics.
4.
4.
As I said,
John
the
goes-
critics hate Pauly Shore.
John goes, well, we all know that movies are usually somewhere between the audience and the critic. And I said, yeah, John, that's still a bad movie. That's 26%.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And you know it. You know it's bullshit.
Oh,
Right?
man. All right. I'm going to share this screen for this trailer. We'll do, you don't understand, or I don't understand you first. You don't know what this is at all, Dan.
Never heard of it.
Okay. You're going to like it.
Okay.
It's a comedy. It looks good. Let me know if you can hear it.
Call! Italy's calling! Okay, here's your itinerary. It should be perfect. Axel, no parties! We haven't matched with her yet, so don't get too invested.
Hi.
It's so great to meet you. Can we see your belly?
Yep.
Wow. You still have your wallet?
It's in my front pocket.
Okay, because there's a lot of pickpockets
Oh my
here.
God, it's in my front pocket.
Okay, that's what I was trying to be sexy there.
You were not.
Dom, I'd make you a special reservation for your anniversary. Anything at all, call me. And be careful.
Be careful.
I didn't love that. Do you think he meant because I was driving?
Or because we are
Okay.
Again.
This is the restaurant we're supposed to be at?
Yeah, it's authentic.
I don't understand you. Do you speak
Mom!
Vino.
I know what that word means. We'll take a whole case if you got it.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Cole? Tom? Can't see a thing.
There's no power. Oh my God. It was an
Oh,
accident.
God.
This is a bad omen. What do we do?
We can do CPR. We took the class.
That was CPR for infants.
I know, so this should be easier.
Bones?
I heard her?
No. Someone's coming.
What are you doing?
Getting rid of the evidence. Help me.
I knew how important it was for my mother to have you here tonight.
Your mother.
See, you no go till we drink together.
Okay.
Go now.
It looks good.
I've been trying to get a hold of you because the baby's coming.
What? We need to go get our son right now.
You going to be dead.
What? I don't understand you.
You're going to be dead.
I don't want to be dead.
Why not? He's great. What's no offense?
Oh, my God.
He was going to stab you with that knife.
And then he was going to drink that champagne.
Accidents happen.
No. And we have a child coming. And I will not risk our family's life because she tumbled down a flight of stairs.
Oh.
I don't want to do this anymore.
No, this can't be like a thing we start doing in LA.
Yeah.
What do you think the body count is?
In that movie, I
Because
think,
just in the trailer, it's at like 5.
10.
I mean, you see him kill the mom, you see him kill the son, you see them kill the random spectator, but there's got to be at least 2 other people that they murder by mistake.
Well, they just killed. Was that the spectator that they hit with the car? And
Yes, I think it was.
okay.
Well, here's the thing, right? Does the mom sit up on the fucking table when you're looking at the fireplace?
Oh, that's a good
It looks
question.
like-
thought-
I don't think she's fucking dead yet.
That's a good question because it did kind of look like
Like she was alive.
I love
Oh, I
Nicole. So
I saw him roll her off. I like Andrew Rannells as well.
oh, hang on, I'm pulling up the shot so I can see.
Oh, let's talk about Deidris Elba.
I think she does sit up. I mean, she does sit up, John, so she's not dead. But then they're obviously going to have to kill her because they've
Because
murdered
they're
her
killing
son.
everybody. They're murdering her entire family.
But it looks good, and like I said, it popped up. I'm like, I don't understand you. What the hell what could this movie be about? And I assumed it was just like a rom-com when I started watching it. I'm like, all right, this looks funny. And then when the murders started happening, I was like, oh shit,
It's because we are a gay.
because we are a gay. I love that. It's so fucking funny. And then I'll pull up the next one.
And then
No, it looks great though. I want to see that for sure.
is that going to be in theaters or is that like a Netflix?
It says it's going to be in theaters, but I imagine that's a short run. what's it called comes out this month. It dropped in theaters already, but that Death of a Unicorn movie, I definitely want to watch that when it comes out because that's going to be on digital like next week or something. So, all right,
Digital
this next
downloads.
What?
Where will it be on the streaming services?
I don't know. April 29th, maybe.
Yeah, I'll watch it then.
So
it's hard for me to get to a goddamn theater. That's the problem. So
yep, you got to save that for the good movies.
Yep.
All right, this one's called The Roses. So this is a remake of The War of the Roses. I am pretty sure, but let's check it out.
For you, dear, I'd do anything.
I do believe that's true.
It really is.
Benedict Cumberbatch,
Theo Rose.
Oxford University.
How's married life?
The kids are amazing.
Andy Samberg.
All right, don't drown.
Ivy, it's a monster success.
Would you do a photo shoot for New York Magazine?
Nude?
I don't think so.
What's the name of that restaurant where you've got crabs?
But you are still a failure.
You got fired. Fired? I sense trouble. How was your day?
The neighbour's dog shat in the laundry. The kids have got knit together. My left eye's twitching.
More champagne for me, please.
If you need a shoulder or an inner thigh to lean on. I'm kidding.
Everybody seems to think
We hate each other? I suppose sometimes I do hate you. Sporadic hatred.
it's infused with tarragon. It adds a bit of bitterness.
Ivy likes to leave a little bit of herself in everything she does.
I love this fun banter you guys do.
Sometimes Ivy's mad at me and I can't even tell.
Sometimes he's got his cock in me and I can't even tell.
Oh my God.
We are done.
I say when we're done.
I just want the house. I built it.
Oh, you're not having the house.
We want everything. And he walks out of here with his face still attached. Right, Bruno?
Wow. You're a bottomless pit of need.
Oh my God.
I get this walk.
Jesus.
Hmm.
Oh my
Things are getting a little out of hand.
Well, you think?
I don't think you have the capacity to fix your problems.
Are you actually allowed to say that?
That seems unprofessional.
Yes, like malpractice.
We'll be expecting a hefty discount.
That's
told my
got
wife.
a lot of people in it.
Yeah, it looks great. I told my wife, I was like, you know what? I'm like, this is a perfect movie because honestly, I guarantee you we're going to watch that and then we're going to, like, both of us are going to be like, she was right. He was right. And then we're going to get in a fight about it, like, as we watch it. So, but,
yeah, no. that black gentleman is the new Doctor Who.
Oh,
Yes, he is.
Yep.
I've never seen any of the Doctor Who's.
He was
so I
also
don't know.
great in the show Sex Education.
Yeah, his Nukti Gatwa.
With the teeth, the chick with the big teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from White Lotus.
I was like, could you be more specific?
I mean, that was pretty specific.
Yeah, it was. It took me a second, but I got it.
It looks funny. I like a good like angry like divorce movie. I don't know why, like especially if it's got comedy twist.
How do you feel about the breakup?
Like between them or like the movie? Like the movie?
No, the movie, The Breakup.
I'll tell you, I thought the breakup was good. I didn't like that they actually didn't end up reconciling in the movie.
Well,
Does that
feel
make
like
sense?
A happy ending. If you want a fucked up ending, have you ever seen the movie In Good Company with Topher Grace?
Yes, and Scarlett
Terrible
Johansson.
ending.
And,
Terrible fucking ending.
Oh, terrible movie.
The worst. Yeah, bad movie. Worst ending.
What is the guy's name?
I don't think I've seen either of these. I think
It's also got it's got Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid, and then it's got Malcolm McDowell. He's Teddy K, the guy who like owns the company. They're like, Teddy K's coming. We need to make sure that we get the company ready. I think it's Teddy K. But is it Malcolm McDowell? Is that guy's name?
That is an actor.
He was
Congratulations.
He was in. God damn it!
Clockwork
Agent
Orange.
Coulson's in it too. Phil Coulson.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Phil Coulson.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie
So
was.
is Philip Baker Hall and Selma Blair.
What's Malcolm McDowell's character's name?
Ty Burrell. I'm trying to find him. He wasn't on the top page. He's not in this movie.
Dude, he is. He's the British guy that owns the company.
He's not in this movie.
Yes.
You are
Dennis
incorrect,
Quaid,
sir.
Topher Grace, Scarlett Johansson, Marg Helgenberger.
Who plays
David
Teddy K?
Kramer.
I just think that Marg Helgenberger is a fantastic name.
There is no Teddy K.
Yeah.
What?
You're
It's
wrong.
gotta be.
You're wrong.
No, he's not in this movie. There's no Teddy K.
You're pulling at me, man. You got to stop that.
John
shit.
Cho is in it. Is that who you were looking for? John Cho?
Sounds like Teddy K. I like the
am
fact
telling
that
you, there is someone in this movie named Teddy K.
Oh,
Kevin-
okay. Sorry.
Kevin scrolls on
It's
his phone
Malcolm
like an old
McDowell
man.
as Teddy K. They split.
See?
They split it. They split it. I stopped at the bottom, and then there's all of a sudden a section where it's rest of cast listed alphabetically.
Malcolm McDowell, Teddy K, the Globocom
Teddy K,
CEO.
Globacom CEO.
Ah,
I often get Malcolm McDowell and the other guy that looks just like him very confused.
Oh, the guy with the big teeth.
What's up with you and big teeth today?
I don't even know who you're talking about. I just said that.
Terrence Stamp.
Okay, Terrence Stamp was General Zod in the Superman 2.
In the original one?
Yes. What else was Terrence Stamp? Terrence Stamp was in
Oh, he's been in a shit ton of things.
I know he has, but
But he's one of those people that nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows his name.
I just looked up Malcolm McDowell. I was like, oh, it's that guy. I had no idea who he was.
you're not wrong, Dan. Especially now, Terrence Stamp looks exactly like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Terrence-
it's like I was watching that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey, which again, underrated movie. And Terrence Stamp plays like the guy doing the whole little show thing that tells people to say yes. And I'm like, oh, is that Malcolm McDowell? And then like it gets close and I'm like, why does he look different?
I can't remember which comedy movie it is that Terrence Stamp has actually done a ton of comedy movies, but like there's one movie that he was in where he's like I can't even remember, but he stands out so well to me because he's such like the straight man, and then like crazy shit happens in front of him, and he's just like like I'm Terrence. Maybe it's Get Smart with
Siegfried Gets Smart. He was in Elektra. He was the stick in Elektra. Terrible casting.
Huh.
And actually, another two that
My
always
Boss's Daughter.
used-
That's
That
the one
was
I might be thinking of.
I've seen that one.
It's horrible. There's a scene in My Boss's Daughter that's hilarious, though. It's a continuous scene where it keeps happening, where like those random people that show up to the boss's house that Ashton Kutcher's supposed to be house sitting, and like this random black dude starts he starts going into things and he starts like sticking his hand into like food bags and just like eating it and going like that, right? And then as the night progresses and shit gets broken in the house, eventually there's we need to fix this. My boss is on his way here now. And you see him cleaning up everything. And this black dude walks back into the camera screen again, is helping clean up. And then there's a pile of dirt. And as he's cleaning up the dirt, he grabs the dirt and just goes, eats it. That always stuck with me from that stupid movie. It's just a random stupid scene with this random dude, and he just eats dirt.
So speaking of the stick, another two people I always get confused is Scott Glenn and David Carradine.
David Carradine, who
was
played
Bill in Kill Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Kung Fu the Legend.
And then Scott Glenn is the stick in Daredevil.
Yeah.
And he was the dad. He was the dad in White Lotus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With the girl with the big teeth.
See,
Yes.
I understand why you might mix those two guys up, though. I mean, they do have a similar. They have a Frank Grillo, John
Barenthal
thing going on. Like you could interchange them, and it'd be all right.
Have you ever seen Benedict Cumberbatch in a comedy, though? I feel like this is the first for him.
No, it's not the first. There's no way.
What else has he been in that's a comedy other than like the jokes he has in Marvel movies?
Benedict Cumberbatch. He was in The Imitation Game.
Hilarious movie.
Wasn't he in Dunkirk?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. He was in 1917.
Oh yeah, that was what it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, great comedy. Great comedies. Laugh for fucking days after watching them.
Yeah. The Grinch.
Matt Garcia said Zoolander 2. Is this in reference to Terrence Stamp being in a comedy that I'm trying to remember?
Zoolander?
Okay, I guess The Grinch, because it's a kids movie, it's inherently a comedy, but
he also did the Penguins of Madagascar.
No.
There's a movie where Benedict Cumberbatch has no eyebrows.
He said Benedict Cumberbatch is in Zoolander 2.
The Fifth Estate, when he's playing Julian Assange.
Yeah, maybe.
He's in 12 Years a Slave.
Yes, he is.
Ken, you're picking out. You're literally picking out like
movies that are not funny.
No, not at all.
God damn it! I went to write Fantastic Four and I wrote Fantastic Comedy.
Fantastic Comedy.
I mean, it's there.
No, there's not a lot. Oh, and Benedict Cumberbatch was in the Dunkirk TV series in 2004 for one episode. So, John, you were not incorrect, but I believe what you were thinking of.
Yeah, no, I was not thinking that entirely. So
you know what happened, John? You probably deep dove Dunkirk once, got the television series, and didn't even realize it. You're like, I don't remember any of these fucking people in this movie.
He's sitting there going, where the fuck is Tom Hardy? Where's Tom Hardy in a plane? I want to see those eyes.
Where's Malcolm McDowell? He definitely played Teddy K in Dunkirk. All right, let's do the Fantastic Four trailer. Oh man!
And then Cumberbatch was not in Zoolander 2.
This is my tag underneath my name is in total reference to this the fallout, the inevitable fallout from this fucking trailer. So here we go.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best moms ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you. Dude, I mean, everybody who has an issue with this can fuck off. They can fuck off. That is a fantastic trailer.
A fantastic war trailer.
Pun intended.
So that's again. I saw this trailer and I thought this looks great. It looks fun. It increased my excitement for this movie. And then I went on and checked all these like things kept popping up, and all these people are doing is bitching about the fact that there's a fucking female Silver Surfer.
That's
all they're complaining about.
Yes, literally
But
every single
we've
complaint.
known for a year.
Again, you'd think so, and they were just waiting for her to be shown in the trailer so they could complain about it. But
And they said, "I can't believe the Silver Surfer has tits."
Yeah,
silver tits.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But again, I mean, these are the people that don't deep dive the fucking universes of the comics just in general, right? Where it sits there and it's interchangeable between Norrin Rad and Nora Rad, right? Who becomes the Silver Surfer? It's fucking fine that it's a chick. Who gives a shit? It doesn't take away from the goddamn story at all. These people just need to grow the fuck up and let's fucking go. Enjoy the goddamn fucking movie for what it is.
I mean, they already made this movie. You know what I mean? Rise of the Silver Surfer in 2006 or whatever. Was
Terrible.
I thought it was
horrible.
Ride of the Silver Surfer.
Fucking horrible.
I'm saying they already made a version of this movie with the regular Silver Surfer. So
Who played Silver Surfer? Wasn't it Doug Jones?
I don't know who played him, but I know that voice wise it was Morpheus.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne. Yes. John.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You got it right, John. I know you often correct yourself, but yes. But yeah,
It was Larry. John said it was Larry Fishcock. Yes, Doug Jones. Doug Jones was the body of the Silver Surfer.
Okay. But yeah, they already made that movie. You know what I mean? So like, change it up. Why? Like you don't want to make a beat for beat remake of that last fucking Fantastic Four movie that had the same plot line.
Well, there's now, John. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's more than one Silver Surfer. Yes.
When it comes down to the multiverse, yes. I mean, when you talk about Heralds of Galactus, there are many Heralds of Galactus. That is correct. Over time.
Okay.
So
even hang on. This is the other thing that everyone needs to chill out about, right? This Fantastic Four movie is set in an alternate universe.
Exactly.
Right.
So Silver Surfer proper could very well be in our universe.
There you go.
So and she probably doesn't live. She probably dies. So I just don't get why people are bitching about this. I mean, I get it because they're like
the one thing I was gonna say was I was gonna be pissed if we didn't see Stretch Armstrong getting stretchy and Army Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
And finally we did. And my thought on it was they haven't figured out how to do it yet.
It's hard. It's hard to get that effect.
It is.
You know, it's real hard to get that effect. It is. It's just tough.
It is. It's very difficult. The what's it called? The stretching is tough to get right. It's not like CGIing flame around Johnny or like
or getting like you have like Ben Grimm, right, with the Rock, right,
right,
or like with Sue, you have you're just doing a prismatic effect to go ahead and show the bubbles,
right?
She creates the force bubbles, you know,
exactly.
So like, I mean, I love the fact that they show Galactus walking down the fucking street. I'm like, hell yeah! Look at the size of those fucking boots.
Who makes those boots?
No shit.
But it looks good, and like I said, everyone's bitching about it. But that's life, man. I knew the internet was gonna bitch about this the second that they saw her. So,
and again, I'm excited because of the hinting at the fact that that could be Franklin Richards that she's pregnant with.
Right? Oh, it's definitely gonna be Franklin Richards.
I mean, and that leads into another part of it, which it could be the fact that when you talk about multiverse jumping, Franklin, he could possibly be the cause of that immediately.
I deep dived how many different ways that the Fantastic Four have beaten Galactus in the past today. I was I'm curious how they're going to beat him. There's a couple like they threaten him with the what the hell's it called? The
nullifier.
The nullifier. Yes. The alien nullifier gun or whatever. That might be what they do in this. But there's another one where he gets weakened. And then they just literally launch Ben Grimm into his face.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, I want it to be that one. I want it to be that one because that's the.
I imagine they could do that and they can knock him on his ass. Right? He's not like he's durable, but he's not like indestructible.
Right.
So I hope they do a fastball special on him for sure.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Dan, do you have to go?
I'm watching.
Okay.
Can you hear him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I muted you a bunch because I could hear him completely, and I figured you didn't want to hear him on the podcast, but
he's just rolling around complaining and coughing a little bit. I'm hoping that he can calm himself.
Okay.
Well, if you have the hop, man, you can hop.
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right,
cool, man. Take your time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Dynamic duo.
Now that's gone. But yeah, these people are bitching about it. It looks great. I love the that scene of the Thing dragging the ship through the harbor. That was cool.
I like that. That's good show. Good shows feats of strength for what he can do. Absolutely, and him running through the pillars of the building. Excellent.
Oh yeah,
and it looks like it barely slows him down too, which is the best part. So I mean, like I said, I think it looks fantastic. Like no pun intended, but I think it looks fantastic. Right? I think it looks great. I can't wait to see it. I'm hopeful that it is going to live up to my expectations, which are really just make it better than the last three.
Just make this one good.
Yes. If you hit mediocre, I go, it's a win.
That's right. Yeah, but yeah, all these people are bitching about it, and it's just like, God damn it! Can't the internet for once just be like, relax, And one of the comments I saw on this YouTube thread was like, it was like, all these people were. Like all these comments were talking shit about it, and my go-to is to always go to the reaction to what the post has.
Yep.
And the reaction had 12,000 positive reactions to 437 laughing face emojis, which is the laughing face emoji is always the negative one.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, just so you know, 12,000 to 400 is nothing you're going to do is going to stop this movie from being successful. So you can bitch about a female Silver Surfer all you want. People are going to see this movie. So too fucking bad.
Like I said, I think it looks great. And those people that are naysayers, I mean, go watch the last fucking three. Let me know what you think of that, and then come back to this one and go, you know what? Yeah. Female Silver Surfer. If that's my biggest bitch, I think I'm winning on this one.
Yeah, seriously. But it's pretty funny. All right, we'll talk about this one next. This is an easy one. Alan Grant going from Raptors to Godzilla. Sam Neill cast the upcoming sequel to Godzilla X Kong. Is this ticker too long? Should I have stopped about 20 words ago? Yes, I should have. Sorry. I wrote that whole thing out. I had to say it. But yeah, I saw today that Sam Neill is going to be in. He got cast in the next Godzilla X Kong movie. So
I had read something that said that the next Godzilla movie is going to be a follow up to -1.
I mean, they probably will make that. But as far as like Universal MonsterVerse goes, or that they own or whatever, is it Universal? I don't know. But they the Godzilla Kong series, that version of Godzilla has cast Sam Neill to play a character.
Okay.
I
wonder what the main monster bad monster is going to be. Is it going to be Destroyer? I
don't know.
That's a major line right there, because Destroyer's a fucking tank, you know.
I mean, there's a bunch. They haven't used Gigan, the one with the fucking like blade hands.
Yep.
They haven't used him, so you could go that route.
I mean, there's a lot they could go with. I mean, you know,
Space Godzilla. They really haven't doubled down on aliens yet. You know what I mean? Like, they said that King Ghidorah wasn't from Earth. They said that, but they have not like brought aliens in. I want the next one to be literally like, no. Like, there's going to be like a race of aliens here, and like that needs to be the human storyline. Is like shape-shifting monsters.
Well, that is the storyline behind Space Godzilla, pretty much just in general. Is aliens come to Earth and they start like preparing Godzilla. They start like updating the tech for Earth to fight Godzilla, and all of a sudden Space Godzilla comes in. They're like, yeah, by the way, we were just preparing for the way for Space Godzilla to come to fucking wreck your entire planet.
Yeah, that's every Godzilla movie though. That's what they do with King Ghidorah too. Like,
oh, I know, but like I sit there, I'm like, let's fucking do this. Let's go. I'm gonna see it regardless. I love these fucking movies just in general.
Yeah, so, I love giant monster movies. So,
and I've been saying it right along. I would like to see another Pacific Rim. Period.
The second one was so bad. There's no way they're gonna make another one.
I know it, but still.
And now these Godzilla movies are so successful that why would they dip into it now? There's no point.
That's fair.
But I mean, they're doing Voltron, so.
Give me Ultraman.
They did do an Ultraman. It's like a Japanese like company made it though, so it's like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I didn't know.
It looks pretty terrible.
That's okay. But I will double down. Let's go.
Ultraman. I always hated his fucking cross shot.
And his cuts.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
And he was just a gigantic Power Ranger.
I guess it's because it's I guess if you think about it, it's like a motion you'd never do. like you won't accidentally send a fucking like a cutting blast through fucking
Zoltan.
Yeah. Zoltan. Is that from Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. But Sam Neill, do you think that his character is going to be like a monster expert? Because if it's literally just Alan Grant in the MonsterVerse, that's hilarious.
I mean, yeah, it's entirely possible. You know,
I want him to be the alien.
You don't get enough of people who are monster experts or who are really exploring that area of it. I mean, yeah, they're going ahead and making gauntlets for Kong, right? But Kong is the main interest in the entire thing. They're not really exploring the other shit that's down there.
That's true.
You know,
he's the foremost expert. He's like, I've never been to this island. He's like, and I hate kids. And then he gets separated with kids in the fucking Hollow Earth, and he's gonna find his way back.
Right?
It's literally just gonna be Jurassic Park.
It really is. It's Jurassic Park with things that are, I mean, fucking dinosaurs are deadly.
They are, but like at least dinosaurs, you can be like, I can maybe get away from this thing. Like Godzilla, where are you gonna run? He's gonna one step and he takes out like your entire street. So like I'm fucked. But
and that's if he's not glowing with radiation.
Yeah, and then you just get fried from being too close. But
so
I'm excited. I like Sam Neill. I think he's a good actor. So whenever he gets additional work, it's always good. But I would hope he's not playing just this Alan Grant again. But
yeah, you never know. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's end on this Daredevil Born Again. Dude, how fucking brutal! How brutal was that season finale?
I fucking loved it, dude. When Frank goes into that spot, right, and he goes ahead and he walks in, and there's like 12 cops there, 12 of the task force. And he's like, that's a cool fucking story. You're going to need more.
Mhm.
Right. And then, it ends up being like 25 of them there. But like, I'm like, Frank is just an absolute fucking unit.
I just love that he's like he says to Daredevil, he goes, look, he goes, I'm not going easy on him, Red. I'm gonna cut through him. That's how he says it. And then he literally proceeds to cut through them. He cuts the dude's arm off and throws it across the room.
Yeah, excellent, right? He whips that fucking blade, and pins the guy's hand to the fucking wall. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then, of course, Matt's like, no, he's not worth it. He goes, he worth it? Bang! Right in the
kills.
And I'm like, yes.
It's incredible. He was so violent. And like, how about the dude who his face, he smashes into the counter.
Oh yeah. I was
And
like,
then-
no.
And then as the dude's like unconscious on the counter, he also blows his fucking head away with the handgun.
He puts 3 shots in the back of his head, and I'm just like, excessive, Frank. One was enough.
Yeah, and like that was the one that you saw me at work when I was watching it, like on my phone, and I was like, oh shit, like I kept saying that.
Dude, when he goes ahead and shoots through the window and removes the cop's fucking face with the
Mhm.
shotgun, and I was like, oh my God.
The back of the head, he blows his face out.
I was like, Jesus Christ. Excellent. Just absolutely excellent.
It was the best the Punisher's ever been. That episode.
Yeah.
Like I don't like you can say what if you love the Punisher television series or whatever. I thought the first season was okay. But he was never better than he was in this Daredevil.
So hyper violent. You know?
I mean, next level violence I didn't expect at all. This show, which has a couple episodes of some violent shit in it.
Oh yeah.
Nothing prepared you for how violent this episode was.
Some genuine like horror shit when it comes down to Muse, right? With draining people of their blood to go in and make murals with epoxy and that. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
But even
right?
that's cutaway. Even that's cutaway. You see them get like stabbed so that like they can be drained. But that's not as bad as having your arm cut off with a knife.
Dude, that's not as bad as what Wilson Fisk does to the commissioner.
Awful.
I was like, he's like, rip. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. It was horrible.
Because you know that Wilson is fucking strong.
I
Right?
knew he was going to, I mean, that image got spoiled for me because I saw, well, not the image of the guy's face, thank Christ, but like the image of Wilson Fisk's like hand covered in blood and he's got like a napkin cleaning it. I'm like, okay, he does something to someone horrible. And then he grabs the guy and at first he's got him like this, right? Just like crunching his head. And I was like, okay, he's just going to go like mountain on this guy and just smash his skull into nothing, right? But then the hand slipped.
Yeah, and it doesn't.
When the hand slipped and only half of his skull splits up and the other half dislocates the man's jaw, I was like,
and like, it doesn't even just dislocate it, it just rips it and fucking like it just rips it from the actual holding from here over. And I'm like, Jesus.
I was literally like I told you, I was working out at home last night when I finished it, and I had the barbell up like this, and I was watching it like this. I was just like doing it just straight up, and I saw that I went, whoa! I almost dropped it. And maybe I was like, that is disgusting. Like, thank God I didn't watch that upstairs with my wife. She would have been like, what the fuck is this? Torture porn? Like, what is this?
It was fantastic, right? And then you get to see the menagerie of everybody he's got trapped in the cages, including Frank, right? When him and Vanessa are just eating dinner together. I'm like, that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you hear like and realizing why Foggy gets killed, right? Because of the whole figuring out that it's a free port and everything else. Again, awesome, right? You know, there's a lot of things there that I sit there and go, I can't say enough good things about. It's such a good story, and it leaves off on such an excellent cliffhanger.
You know what I'm shocked about, to be honest? I'm shocked that Bullseye only took one shot.
Yes.
Because he is such a professional marksman that, like, even having Daredevil jump in front of that bullet for Fisk in the last episode,
he could have been off another one.
He should have been totally ready to be like, you know, like one or two more this way. But
well, that's the thing that it's a little thrown off for me, right? Is that Bullseye gets so absolutely agitated when he does miss, right? That it's like a redoubling of effort afterwards, right? So like he could he have snapped off more shots? Oh yeah, 100%. Right? It's the fact that he didn't, which kind of irks me a little bit. But hey, I mean, it is what it is, right? He ended up getting the hell out of Dodge. It is, and that's fine. I mean,
Did you watch the post credit scene?
Wasn't aware that was one.
So the post credit scene, I'll just tell you, it's
Yeah.
you can watch it, but it's great. Post credit scene is literally just Frank in the cage, and then some random dude who's like obviously a Punisher fucking fan is sitting there, like one of those cops, and he like starts talking to him, and then he gets the guy, he goes, he gets him to come over. He's like, "Thanks for talking to me," and he goes to shake his hand. The guy comes over to shake his hand, and Frank just fucking snaps his arm, pulls him into the cage, and you see him unlock his own cage like he's walking out. So,
oh well, that makes sense.
so Frank, there's no question if whether or not Frank. Punisher's out of the cage by season 2. He is. So,
well, so this is my question to you, right? So you know that the Safe Streets Act has now been put in place. Vigilantes are public enemy number 1, right? Do you think second season you get to see Strong Jessica or anybody else like that?
That's a good question because I mean, Daredevil said we need an army, is what he said basically to take
exactly
him out.
Right.
So I thought that more meant like we need to get the city to turn on Fisk.
So there's that aspect that I agree with that aspect, but I think that it's just more than just that.
I think you could. I think you could make a case for them bringing her back. Her show was pretty well received the first season, at least. Luke Cage too, probably. I don't know that the guy who plays Iron Fist is going to get another shot to do it.
I would recast him entirely.
Yeah.
I think Iron Fist is a decent character. I would recast him. Period.
So you're going to get the Defenders taking on Fisk's task force?
Yeah, I mean it's reasonable enough to go ahead and put that in there, right?
I think enough of the cops saw the commissioner get killed and they're like, I'm not doing this. This is fucked.
See, I go the opposite side of this because the guy said, I'm just looking to survive, right?
Yeah, but that's the guy who got like, he was like, I'm going to throw up when he saw it. So,
oh, sure. But that's like, so fear is a powerful motivator, right? And be like, oh, I don't want that shit to fucking happen to me. So I'm going to fall in line. Just look at the lady that sold the commissioner out, right? Mm-hmm. She knew that shit was going to fucking happen, right? And that's why he's dead. And she was like, I'm fucking terrified of that gentleman, right? Because he's a terrifying individual, right? He managed to convince an entire city of people to vote for him and vote him into office. And he was like, that's a cool story. This is now my criminal enterprise. Yeah. By the way, the government's corrupt.
Very real life.
Just saying, right?
But the
it's interesting because there's a lot of possibilities that you could go ahead and throw into this entire dynamic that I think would be excellent, right? I mean, even it's going as far as a Spider-Man thing, but obviously that's not going to cross over with a TV show. I don't think so.
It'd be a little difficult for the task force to stop Spider-Man.
No shit, right?
Although Fist did just crush a dude's fucking skull like it was nothing. So,
but like whenever you watch Spider-Man when he goes up against Fisk, he's always holding back, right? And like knowing that Spider-Man can just be like bitch slap and just take him apart,
right?
It's a different thing. But that's why I think that you have people like, you have people like Daredevil would be fantastic. I think that putting that person out there is a good idea. You know, it's the best case villain for best case hero for going up against Fisk in this particular regard.
Do you know what's an amazing line that's in this finale was when the bomb's going off in the apartment and Matt jumps off the roof with
shotgun.
No, not that. But like they get back to Punisher's thing after he uses his like whip thing to grab on and slide down. He gets back, he goes, oh, this Inspector Gadget shit ain't for me.
when Karen tells him to get in the car and Matt goes shotgun. And I'm like, fucking what a prick.
Shotgun. Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's got its comedy points, which are sprinkled in there, right? That I think are funny. But again, excellent, just absolute excellent. Like this entire series, since it's come back to Disney, has been fucking
It's great. I mean, I don't know if it's as good as Daredevil season 1 or Daredevil season 2, but it's definitely better than Daredevil 3. Definitely better than the Defenders. Definitely better than Iron Fist. I'd say this is out of what the MCU Marvel shows, this is probably my favorite one. Even over WandaVision. I think I like this better. I just like the characters better, I think.
Fair enough.
But I really, really liked it. And season 2 comes out in 2026. So I'm really excited for that because they already filmed a ton of it.
Hell yeah.
This is originally supposed to be an 18 episode season, the first season. And they were like, no, cut it in half. We'll do 8 or 9 episode season, and then we'll do a 9 episode second season too. So
are they putting a Punisher season in place?
I heard that. I heard they were, but you know what? I kind of want them to do a movie, if I'm being honest.
I mean,
the season.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. You know, the seasons, you get the opportunity to go ahead and get more story in the season than you could do with trying to pump that entire story into a 2-hour block.
You do, but you already did 2 seasons of The Punisher on a TV show. I don't know what you could do in a third season. You know what I mean?
You'd have to put him against somebody that's powered, legitimately powered, not just not just street level, but you have to put him against somebody powered.
I think you do a rogues gallery kind of thing where you have a bunch of B-level murderous kind of villains coming after him.
Sure.
A hit put on him or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
But that's just me. So
yeah.
All right. Let's end the podcast here. I think Daredevil season Born Again was a great season, and I can't wait to watch more shit when it comes out. So
absolutely.
All right. For anybody who's going to watch this video, do us a huge favor. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll come back with another podcast next week. Bye-bye. That's not the video.